Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Jeff Craig from Mysteel's Iron Ore Department, here to give you an update on China's ferrous market. Let's dive in. The ferrous market witnessed a short-lived rebound in the first half of last week after a significant downturn, as steel fundamentals displayed resilience through the steady digestion of obsolete rebar inventories. Market sentiment also improved, driven by speculation around potential resource shortages for rebar futures delivery, which now must comply with the new national standards. Add to that the growing expectation for a Federal Reserve interest rate cut in September, and we saw some temporary relief for ferrous prices. However, profitability for steel mills continued to decline, with around 99% of Chinese steel mills currently operating at a loss, which is severely cutting into their production and raw material consumption. Further compounding this outlook, China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, MIIT, made a surprise announcement on August 23, suspending approvals for new steelmaking capacity and capacity replacements. This policy shift further clouded the outlook for raw material demand and exerted additional downward pressure on the steel market in the latter part of last week. Steel inventories continued to fall for the fourth straight week, with rebar contributing the most to this decline. Rebar supply hit a year-to-date low, which helped offset the slowdown in construction activities. Similarly, HRC inventories also fell, despite rising supply, which further boosted market sentiment. However, concerns about HRC oversupply persisted due to weakening steel exports, which caused the HRC rebar price spread to narrow sharply. Meanwhile, voluntary production cuts continued across both integrated and mini mills, exerting downward pressure on most raw materials. The fifth round of coke price reductions has been fully implemented, with some regions in China proposing a sixth round. Coke inventories increased as the current production cuts at coking plants were insufficient to offset the declining demand from steelmakers. Over in the iron ore market, we saw a brief relief rally following last week's collapse, but unfortunately, that momentum fizzled out towards the end of the week. Despite the ongoing decrease in hot metal output, port-side inventories saw a slight decline, thanks to the increase in vessels queuing at ports. Looking ahead, production cuts are expected to dominate China's ferrous market narrative in the coming weeks. The ongoing reduction in raw material demand is likely to continue exerting downward pressure on steel prices. However, these production cuts could help alleviate oversupply issues within the steel sector, coupled with expectations of a recovery in downstream demand during the upcoming peak season. This may lead to a potential market rebound. That said, market sentiment remains fragile, and fluctuations in futures contracts as they approach delivery may further amplify price volatility. That wraps up this past week's update. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for more insights into China's ferrous market.